see what I'm doing? My iceberg. Hello, people of the internet. Today, I'm going to get back to work on the Ur-Quattro. I've been hiding some parts from you guys for a long time for this car now, just waiting to get started on it. If you're new and you'd like to get caught up on the Ur-Quattro, up above my head is a link to why time travel is possible when microwaving Furbies. So where I last left off several months ago on my 83 Audi Ur-Quattro was getting the wheels repowder coated and putting new tires on them. Since the car came with Continental tires on it, I wanted to stick to that, and I got a set of 225/45 Continental Extreme Contact Force tires. So I wanted to keep this very close to original looking as possible, but yet still put a little bit of a different spin on it. And I think you're all gonna like this because I can already tell this is gonna look super sick. I know someone is gonna say, but your lug studs are nasty looking. You need to get new ones. I'm going to. When I replace the brakes, you can tell it needs new rotors. This one's badly scored right here in the center. And I'm also gonna upgrade to some Porsche calipers. Come on. Thread in your hole. If you remember, my wheels were kind of a champagne color. I believe it's called Zermatt Silver. They're not really silver though, it's more of champagne. But the face was machined on them because sometime in the past they must have been curb rashed. Well, I refinished them all the same color. Okay, this is gonna be my first time seeing the wheels on the car. So. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. That looks so good. Oh, it looks so good. So there you go. It's called Satin Titanium. And it's very similar to the original finish that was on there, but it's got a little bit darker bronzer of a hue to it. Now it's time to do some work. So today is actually gonna be the first time since I bought this car I've ever put it on a lift. I've never put this thing up in the air. So I've seen pictures underneath it though before I bought the car. Oh, I gotta clean under here. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah? There's no rust. It's grimy. It's not bad. Well, the bushings actually look pretty decent on here. It's got a new inline fuel filter, the external fuel pump. Let's go. Fuel filter, another little fuel filter. Now this car has an ABT Stage 2 kit on it, but the one thing it doesn't have anymore is the exhaust. That was replaced. It's got a factory exhaust back on here. Yeah, that's just grimy. Oh, that's crazy. My oil pan is the only thing that's really kind of crusty under here. It doesn't have any oil leaks. None. Not a single oil leak under here. Whoa! They used hairy cardboard back in the 80s. All right, there's a purpose to all this. Two things are gonna happen in this video. First of all, I gotta create Dexter's laboratory. Second of all, I have this, which is one of two things that I have for the car. Supplies. This is gonna be disgusting what I have to do here. All right, that's there. I definitely should have did this while it was on the ground. You can call me a moron and you're not wrong. Man, these things are so light. This is crazy. Super leggera. Listen. Reach, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, so here is my laboratory. If you haven't guessed what I'm doing already, I got a pressure wash underneath my car and my lift is indoor. And I know some of you are gonna say, well, why wouldn't you just dry ice blast underneath here? That would be a lot better than pressure washing. You see that crate over there? That's a dry ice blaster. I'm gonna dry ice blast under this car. But I talked to someone that does this for a business professionally, and they told me the smartest thing to do is to pressure wash under it first to remove a bulk of the gunk and debris. That way you don't waste dry ice and waste time when you go to ice blast it. It's 91 degrees inside this shop right now, even with the air conditioner. And I'm gonna wear a rubber suit and then stand inside a plastic tarp. It's gonna be like 150 in there with the water. Something tells me as soon as I turn that pressure washer on, it's literally gonna blow this plastic out from underneath this car. And that would suck because that's freshly detailed. That I don't really want covered in crap. And that's freshly detailed. I would park them all outside, but it looks like it's about to thunderstorm out there and there's a potential always with hail when that happens, so I don't want to take a chance. Here goes. I don't feel like that does very much. Like at all. It's just smearing shit. I'm just gonna go straight to pressure washing. This is literally doing nothing. It's not taking any of the grime off. Even my DSLR is overheating. It's so hot in here. It literally doesn't do anything though. I can spray some degreaser on and then let it vaporize and breathe it in and pass out, and then no one will find me in here, and that'll be the end of me. Just trying to clean my car, that's all. I'm just gonna spray everything down with this degreaser. I'm gonna let it sit and I'll reattack this again in a minute. This is probably not the greatest for me breathing in these vapors. I have harsher chemicals, but I'm afraid I'll die under here because I don't have good ventilation and I'm breathing in like a vapor cloud of cleaning chemicals right now. And wearing a respirator under here, I'd probably die of heat exhaustion. So, I don't know. What I'm doing in my iceberg. Oh, it's wet under there. Tomorrow. I just want you guys to see this. That's 15 minutes later. There's like no water left. It evaporated that fast. It is insane. I can just sweep up all the dirt. Hello and welcome to the following day. My initial intention for this video was I was going to install the parts that are in this big box, but I really did some thinking about it last night. When I dry ice blast underneath here, it's gonna get crap all over. So I'm gonna do this in the next video. Even though it still looks pretty nasty, I saw something amazing that gave me a lot of hope. If you look right here where I scrubbed super hard on this cross member, it's like perfect looking semi-gloss satin black underneath. And especially down here on these areas, these are gonna clean up nice. That's a heat shield up inside there. That will look all nice and new. There's another spot right here. You can see what's underneath all the grime. Same thing on the rear diff. Look at that. It's like the surface is perfect underneath there. It's weird, these are actually painted black from the factory. I want to make this thing look underneath like the Ranger looks. That's my intent with the Ur-Quattro. Oh geez. I gotta put these wheels back on so I can, you'll see. Right. See, that's what they envisioned in the 80s. A hover car. 500 pounds of dry ice is like $600 and change. So I'm doing all this prep work now because I do not want to waste dry ice. In today's video, Sarah takes her wheels on and off 600,000 times. I didn't want to do this on the lift. It would have been a mess having it over there. So I'm gonna do this right here by the door. My next shop will have a detailing bay. Scrub, scrub, scrub. I think the next upgrade I'm gonna buy for this thing is upgraded in new brakes. Upgrade the front and the rears. I can't really upgrade. I'll just put better pads and new rotors. It definitely got a lot of nasty crap out of that wheel well. It cleaned up pretty good, but I have a feeling I'm gonna end up powder coating some suspension pieces. You see right here on the strut assembly, it's just got some crusties all over it. I could either powder coat these and keep the H&R springs and put some Bilstein inserts in there, or I could do the 2 Bennett coilovers for it, which utilizes the OEM strut assembly, but it's modified so the upper is actually a coilover and then the lower portion is still factory, but that's all powder coated and it's got brand new hub and stuff. As far as the rears go, these cleaned up pretty nice. The wheel wells look good inside there. It's all nice and clean. The same thing with the struts back here. There's just little bits of little chips with some crusties on there. No real rust. These rear calipers cleaned up quite a bit. These are gonna look amazing after the dry ice blasted, I feel. I'm not really trying to restore this car because I don't feel it needs it. It's more of a survivor car since the mileage is so low. I mean, 44,000 miles is less than I have on my 2015 Forester. That's crazy. The whole purpose of this video was to kind of give you guys a baseline and give myself a baseline of what I'm going to be doing project-wise with the Quattro. So the next video I do on this thing will be the dry ice blasting, and then I will start installing my new, ooh, let me get a nut in here first. That's what he said. This is actually not a nut, it's a stud. Let me get a stud in here. That's what she said. And as soon as I'm done doing the dry ice blasting, then I'll put on the new turbo back exhaust that I got for this thing. Also, it's in that giant box over there. I'm waiting on the downpipe. Downpipe's supposed to get here today. I'm obsessed with this wheel color. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, but I absolutely am obsessed with that. If I did this correctly, you will have already watched the live stream that I did, which means I discussed a new project on the channel. And that means you already know. All right, so that's good to go. The wheels match the interior. I'm gonna stop talking about the wheels now. Anyway, the Ranger, I will film the review on this thing for you guys in the next week. I'm just waiting until I charge the air conditioning and get this thing aligned. And also, I think after you're watching this, one of the next videos you see, I'm going to be unveiling my new project, another car on the channel. It is going to be a shorter term project, kind of like the Xterra was, and it's gonna be a giveaway. I'm trying to do this giveaway right this time with something that I took as much feedback as I could from all of you in the comments section, seeing what kind of cars you guys talk about the most. And to give you a clue, it is not another Audi. However, it does have a little bit of rally heritage, kind of. And without giving too much away, I feel it is a vehicle that the vast majority of you are going to be super excited about. It's a vehicle that's hard to hate. I'll just say that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll get my ass to work with the dry ice blaster in the next one. So, Bye.